Since it made its debut in New York City, The Fantasticks has wowed audiences with its deceptively simple plot and shaped the face of musical theater today. Being the longest-running show in the Big Apple, this realistic fairy tale is a must-know for any musical theater aficionado. So, for those of you who have yet to try and remember that kind of September, or ripen in the sun, here is a quick 5-minute summary of this perennial Broadway favorite. While other shows of its time by famous composers like Gilbert and Sullivan drew its crowds with large casts and spectacles on stage, Harvey Schmidt and Tom Jones created the world of the Fantasticks with a simplistic set design and a small cast of colorful characters. The show is narrated by the suave and debonair El Gallo, a handsome man for hire who moves the story forward through action and narration to the audience. This breaking of the fourth wall by a narrator is not unsimilar to Sondheim's Balladeer and Assassins, the storyteller of Into the Woods, and the fanatic headbanger of the more recent Rock of Ages. We are first introduced to the almost cliché lovers Matt and Louisa, whose love knows no boundaries. Though forbidden to socialize by their fathers, the young boy and girl find any excuse to conduct their love affair under cloak and shadow.
How crafty to know.
To manipulate children.
You merely say no.
The plot begins to take shape as we meet the fathers Huckabee and Bellamy, who pretend to feud so that their children might be more likely to fall in love, and their gardens could become one.
Let's just try to see.
In order to logically end the feud, the fathers hire El Gallo to stage a kidnapping of Louisa, for Matt to subsequently save her, and for all to unite under a banner of camaraderie over the recent events. After enlisting the aid of his mute stagehand, an old Shakespearean actor named Henry, and the master of stage deaths Mortimer, El Gallo is ready to stage his elaborate abduction.
It depends on what you...
But before the abduction, the lovers get to share a tender moment under moonlight while singing one of the most beautiful duets of Broadway, Soon It's Gonna Rain.
Happily we'll live and love, no cares at all.
Love turns to battle as Louisa is abducted and Matt is clumsily led to victory by the players.
Oh, my hero!
Through Matt's bravery, he unites the two families and, as Louisa might say,
I always knew there would be a happy ending. Take away the golden moonbeam.
but sadly their romantic moon was cardboard and very apt to fray. For Act 2 comes, the sun rises and reveals that their plans and romances aren't as idealistic as they were in the night.
Sunsets take away the blue.
This sudden shift of fortune in the Fantasticks has since been mirrored by many other shows like Into the Woods, Frank Lesser's How to Succeed in Business, and others. In an act of angry desperation, Matt and Louisa part ways and their fathers rebuild the wall that separates their houses.
Beyond that road lies a shining world.
Beyond that road lies despair.
Matt sets out into the world to seek his fortune. In response, the cunning El Gallo sends Henry and Mortimer along with him to add a bit of spice to his journey. A month passes by, and despite the feuding, the fathers reunite after reconnecting from their mutual love of gardening and the unpredictable nature of their children.
While with children, it's bewildering. You don't know until the seed is nearly grown just what you've sown. So plant a cap.
Around till the break.
While Matt is away, El Gallo seeks to teach Louisa about the world as well, by seducing her with his devilish charms and promising her the temptations of the outside world. Eventually, El Gallo leaves Louisa and steals her dead mother's necklace in order to expose her to the cruelty of the world.
When the moon was young, when the month...
Having learned and grown from their unique experiences, Matt and Louisa find each other, and once more, their love. His job almost complete, El Gallo returns to instill one last piece of advice.
No, leave the wall. Remember, you must always leave the wall.
That a little bit of temptation is a fine thing indeed.